Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the agents of Necromunda.
Ooh, yes, we're in the Underhive this evening. I'm bringing the Escher.
And I'm bringing Goliath. So this is game 2 of our tournament, or our campaign.
Yep, game 2. We're both new war bands or gangs for us tonight, although we've played them before, but this is the first time, their first outing in the Underhive in the campaign. I'm bringing the Escher girls. I don't remember that much about them. It's quite a while since we played with them for a while.
Lots of gas.
Lots of gas, yeah. They sort of lots of curries and things they have for dinner, and they just reached that time of life really where you just can't digest your food as well as you used to be able to. So my gang are called the Writers of History. And whether they will or not, I don't know. Or whether they're just going to end up being Goliath paste in a sandwich.
And I'm bringing what I've called the House of Action, which is all sort of 80s and 90s action hero.
The House of Action, I like it.
So yeah, we're all set up. We're playing the Tunnel Skirmish mission. So we've set up a 2x2 board setup, and we've got 6 fighters. And we've got 6 fighters each. I won roll off, so I've set up first. Robin set up second. Obviously, we can't set up on a whole board each because we are not far enough away from each other. So we've gone through sides of the board instead, which is great because it means we can be extra lazy and just set up on the side that's closest to us.
Which is tend to be what we do anyway. Screw tactical advantage.
Yeah.
Easiness over tactical advantage. Also realised that song I was humming was the Teddy Bear's Picnic and not the Animals Going 2x2. Never mind.
Anyone at home's going, that's what he was doing. So we're all set up. Game 2 ready. We haven't got any territories at this point, but as soon as this game's over, obviously we're fighting for one of the territories, and once the winner is proclaimed, they get that one. We're going to then divvy up the other territories that everybody else has at the start as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see you soon in the Necromunda Underhive.
Hello, everybody.
We're all here, ready and set up.
Yes. You set up first, Pete. You went over there.
Side, very helpfully on the edge nearest me.
And then I went over here. Down here, I've gone for a 4-2, whereas you've gone 3-3. I may live to regret that.
It's hard to tell when we know so little about what we're doing.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing. I ended up taking somebody from over here because I feel like I might need the extra firepower in this area. You're just a little bit stronger than me, I think. But we are equal points, so one would hope that somewhere I've got some catch up, but I don't know what it is.
Maybe you've got some mayonnaise.
Maybe, yes.
So we are fighting the scenario. No, the territory we're fighting for is the Ruined Dome, as has been called the CO2 in our campaign.
Yeah.
And we've picked our tactics cards, and you've got one that you want to play.
I have. I'm going to play Scrag. So I play this card after both gangs have been set up. But before the first round begins, enemy fighters must make a nerve test if they are within 9 inches rather than 3 inches.
Oh dear.
In addition, subtract 2 from the result of any nerve tests made for fighters within 3 inches.
I say.
So that seems could be quite useful for me.
Yeah, I could end up with half my gang just legging it because they're great big wimps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Well, we're set up, and it's time for us to roll for priority.
Priority. Is that just a D6?
Yep.
I got a 5.
Have the dice changed favour? So you have priority, and you go first.
Okay. Okay, so I won priority, so I'm going to activate first. That's what the rules say.
That's what they say.
I'm going to start over here with Dawson. Dawson is one of my champions. So you know, she's got a Nightshade Chem Thrower.
I like the look of that.
Yeah, that's she can fire silent gas. Yeah. So I don't know what the silent trait does. I'll maybe look that up.
Silence for when you have some of the scenarios have like sentinels or watchmen and stuff like that. So shooting a gun that has silent doesn't alert
trigger them. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's going to be no use whatsoever in this
Not
game.
in this situation.
Fair enough. So I will activate them, and then she'll trigger Bechdel as well at the same time. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to do a double move with Bechdel actually. She's going to go and, she's going to go here and hide behind here.
You go ahead and stand behind the barrier.
Yeah.
Is it alright? Yeah, it'll be fine.
And then Dawson is going to just move down to here. Like that.
Interesting. So I'm going to activate my 3 over here, my boss, Dutch, and Burton and Ripley, and they're all going to make a double move.
Oh. So your boss is over there with that one with the big hammer.
The man with the big hammer, yes. So they're all just going to double move all the way over there. And that's my go done.
Oh. So next up I'm going to activate Adichie, who is another champion.
Do some music.
And I'm going to move her up to here. It's very tactical and tense. And if I open that door, then you can move up and over the door and then blat me. Which I don't want to be. I don't want to be blatted.
There is that.
And then Adichie is going to open the door with her second activation. Shall I take it off?
Yeah, we'll move that way.
We'll try and, yeah. I can put it here, but then it just gets in the way.
Yeah, it should be right there.
Put it there. Then you at least remember there's a door there
Yeah,
that I can close.
Yeah.
And then Sadari, who she also activated here, is going to set a trap
Oh no.
in this area here.
Oh no.
So that is a gas trap. Play this. Oh, sorry, I should have done it already. Play this at the start of the battle when setting up your gang. Pick one of your fighters to carry the gas trap. Oh no, I see. So she's got the gas trap, which I should have declared at the beginning of the game. But I set the gas trap by taking a double action. And I could put a gas trap within 1 inch of her. Okay, so this is a gas trap. And then she can move D6 inches.
Alright. I just remember last time we did this, you moved 1.
Yeah.
Ah, 6.
6.
She's going to leg it. Like, get away from it!
So she is going to go. She's going to go to there.
Okay, back to me then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to activate Johnny Ram, I think, and Riggs. Johnny Ram is the champion. Riggs is going to go first, and he's going to just move up to the door there. And Johnny Ram is just going to move to there. And that's my go done.
Ooh. I'm going to activate Mags Atwood, my leader. I think she's just going to activate herself. And she is going to move. And Mags Atwood's going to run around here too, like that. And Wollstonecraft is going to stay there.
Okay, so it's back to me. Whilst horse and cart stand still.
I haven't actually activated Wollstonecraft yet. He has to stay there.
That's a good point. It's over to me for Major Scott at the end here then. He's just going to move down. Can't quite see him, but he's just behind this door here. Oh! And that's it. Well, no, it's back to you. Horse and cart can go still.
Horse and cart.
Yep.
Yep. Wollstonecraft is going to stay where she is.
She's not going to do anything.
No, I don't think she needs to. She's got an arc of firing down there, and she can fire down there.
Yeah, that's true. She's got some good. Well, she can't quite see around that way, and there's a gas trap there, so I don't know if I'm going to go that way now.
Well, I know, but
yeah,
she's got range, so there isn't actually any need for her to come down there.
That's true.
And get beaten up. Wollstonecraft is actually going to move up to here.
Okay.
Having read the rules.
I'm going to move away from that trap. Just,
yeah.
Are you sure? Okay, so there we go. That's the end of the first round done. So there's no bottle test or anything to make.
Yep.
So it's on to our second round. So
Yeah.
roll for initiative. 3. I've got good odds.
2.
Managed to smash them though, because that's how I roll.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I wanted you to go first, to be honest.
I mean, you can pick someone to then not really activate or do anything, but that's
a
kind
waste of a
almost
person, isn't it?
Almost a bit of a waste, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is if I open that door, it's not good, is it?
No, that's true. You almost need like an Overwatch action, which is like a double action, and then it enables you to take a pot shot or something. There's a skill for it, but there isn't like.
Ironically, I almost took the open door tactic card. You can open any door, open or close any door. So I could open that door and then shot you.
See, when you read that card to start with, you think, That's a rubbish tactic.
Yeah.
But actually,
it was good in the other game. The reason I didn't take it is I took it in the last game, and I thought, well, I'll take a different one. So I'm regretting that now.
I'm full of regrets.
Yeah, you could do it like a just going on Overwatch thing. That would be good.
Double action, a minus to hit maybe or something like that, but just to be ready to start taking pot shots at someone.
Yeah, because I think I'm going to activate Sadawi here, and she's just going to move back out this way, out to there.
Get out of the way. Now I've made the classical blunder, which I'm famous for.
Started the last land war in Asia.
Yep, yep. So I'm going to activate my leader over here, and the other two, Ripley and Burton. And Ripley's going to move forwards just close enough and activate the door. Get out of the way. And the other two are just going to make a double move round through to there and to there. He's going to stay in between the two so he can activate them both next turn. And that's me done. It's back over to you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start by... Oh, not start. I'm going to continue by activating Dawson over here. And she's going to activate Bechdel as well. And Bechdel is going to run down to here, 5 inches, and then open this door.
Oh
dear. I'm probably regretting this now.
Would you like to see my great big choppy axe?
Let's get on with this. I'm going to end up cutting my own person in half in a minute. And then Dawson is going to run this way to about to there, and unleash her flamey flame thing.
Gassy death.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Probably going to regret that. So it's a chem thrower. She's 3+. There's a template, isn't it? So does that mean it hits you?
It does. Just automatically hits.
Okay. When a fighter is hit by an attack made by a gas weapon, they are not pinned. No. And a wound roll is not made. Instead, roll a d6. If the result is equal to or higher than target's toughness or is a natural 6, make an injury roll for them, regardless of their wound characteristic. If the roll is lower than the target's toughness, they shrug off the effects of the gas. No save roll can be made.
So I'm toughness 4.
Okay, so there's a reasonably good chance that this won't work. There we go. Oh, brilliant! Ah, we're in the open! Great. Shit. We packed the funny gas. Oh, well, never mind.
Right, so it's over to me then.
Yeah. Oh, and you've got a big choppy axe there. Oh dear. It's really not going to go well.
Oh dear, oh dear. So I am gonna charge with him.
Okie dokie.
Now I do have to roll D3 normally, but he's very close, so I'm not gonna. Oh, I'm going to chop you into pieces. That's Major Scott, and he's got the renderizer axe,
dear.
which sounds just so.
Sounds like it is.
Yeah. So he normally has 2 attacks, Major Scott, but he gets an extra one for charging.
It's a stinky pile of dice rolls.
Not a great start. So that is 1/6 to start with. So that's a hit.
Okay.
Now his strength is strength 6.
Ooh. Okay, it's toughness 3.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that little ding on your phone tells me that I roll bugger all dice.
Spurs have scored.
Hurrah! And Major Scott sucks.
Major Scott hasn't scored.
No.
Bechdel is not impressed with his big choppy weapon.
She's not impressed by that big chopper.
No, exactly.
And now she's going to do him some harm.
Well, she's going to try. So she has an attack back, doesn't she? She hasn't got anything much good, but she has got weapon skill 4+. So we'll see how we go. And 2. So everybody's. Oh, sorry, I've just moved the tower. Everybody's flapping and slapping, but nobody's actually doing any clapping.
Exactly that in a nutshell. That was terrible. Nothing happens at all there. Major Scott, you massive, massive disappointment, you. So that was my rather ineffectual attack. It's back over to you now.
I'm going to activate Wollstonecraft then.
Right, what's Horse and Cart doing?
Horse and Cart is going to go down here. And just stand behind the door. Just stand behind the door,
tightly screwed
kind of
shut.
here, making sure that it's hard for you to shoot down to the other people.
I see. I like it. Yes, because I can't target somebody else if she's closer.
Yeah.
You do have to remove her activation token.
No, I'm going to activate her. Activate her again next turn. I'm not going to put her right in the way, otherwise I'll shoot her.
Okay, so back to me.
Yeah.
I am going to then activate Johnny Ram and Riggs.
Ram.
So Riggs is going to open the door for one.
Ram.
And then Riggs is just going to, with his second activation after opening the door, he's just going to take a pot shot at Wollstonecraft.
Wollstonecraft, Mary Shelley Wollstonecraft,
Wollstonecraft, yeah.
the writer of Frankenstein, you monster.
So he's going to use his combat shotgun shredder round. Now, I do remember we did forget for you to make an ammo roll for your gassy
yes,
attack.
I
So
did.
should we roll that quickly?
No,
I think
sorry,
we
it's
should.
past. We can't do it now.
The rules clearly state those are the rules.
So I need to roll a dice, ammo dice first.
Ammo
don't I?
dice.
I told you we shouldn't do it.
Oh dear.
5 plus.
Hey.
5.
It's not scarce or anything like that.
No, just silent.
Okay, so
Silent gas.
I'm going to take a blast at
It's
you.
the silent killing, you know.
It is. Silent but deadly. So I'm going to shoot you with the shredder. And he's going to blast you with the shredder round, which automatically hits you because it's a scat shot template weapon.
Okay. Is that the one that's strength 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's pinned.
So she is pinned, she's down. So I do make D6 wound rolls instead of 1 for this one.
D6 wound rolls. 3, but it's strength 2.
Which is handy because I only have 3 dice. And I do have to make an ammo roll check at the same time.
Oh yeah, for just 1 presumably, not 3.
Yes. No, not 3.
No.
So ammo dice as well, and it is strength 2. Only 1 wound, and
Only
I've got to
one.
make an ammo check as well.
Oh.
Everyone forgot to bring their ammo today.
Yeah. They were only going down to some tunnels. They probably didn't think they needed them.
That's true. It's a 4 plus. No! It's run out of ammo.
Oh no! And of course they haven't been in the Underhive very long, so didn't really know what was going on. They just thought let's go down here and have a look what's
Oh my
going
god, they're shooting at us! So there was 1 wound in that lot. So
Okay.
you have to make an armour save.
on. Armour save of 3, which is a fail, obviously.
Yep.
And
So that's a wound.
That's a
so
wound.
now I've got to make an injury roll for her.
injury roll. Please don't get a skull.
Injury roll.
So she's seriously injured. So now she's
Now she goes on her front.
on her. Well, she was on her front anyway. Well, she's kind of difficult to, I guess. Yeah. Anyway,
So she's on her front.
she's severely injured.
And then Johnny Ram for his move he's gonna move up to there, and then he's gonna take a pot shot at Adichie with his grenade launcher. I'm gonna use the crack grenade round.
Grenade launcher.
Grenades.
Okay.
So take a pot shot with him. Oh,
It's a 1. So you missed. So
fantastic.
what happens to that? then?
And I forgot to take a ammo check roll, which I'll do quickly.
Okay, so that's all right.
So that's fine.
So what happens with that? Does that go somewhere different?
It might, yes. No, it doesn't because it's a crack round. So it
Okay.
doesn't have a blast.
Okay.
So it's just like an extra heavy bullet almost. So nothing goes on there at all. So it's back to you. You've got 2 activations left. I've activated everybody. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to activate Adichie, and she's going to shoot at Riggs, I guess. He's probably closest slightly.
Probably very slightly.
Right, actually, whether I need to move her or not. It's 12 inches.
If you don't, you can aim.
Oh, yeah. She's going to aim at Riggs.
Okay.
And it does indeed reach.
Ouchie.
But it is long range.
That looks like some kind of plasma
It is
pistol.
It is a plasma pistol. I'm not going to fire it at high energy. I could fire it at high energy, but I'm not going to. So
You're not a little bit tempted.
a little bit.
So,
And it's 2 plus. It's plus 1
okay.
for the aiming. 2.
Oh, 2, got it.
3. So it's not a thingy weapon, but it's strength 5. So is that 3s?
3's to wound.
Ooh.
So he is hit. What's the minus modifier?
Minus 1 AP,
Okay.
and it's 2 damage.
He does have furnace plate,
Okay.
which is a 5 plus if you're shooting him in the front quarter.
Which I
as
was.
facing which you are. So he's got a 6.
No, it's 2 damage. That doesn't matter, does it? Because he's not a hero or
He
anything.
only has 2. He only has 1 wound, so you
So,
make 2 injury rolls.
2 injury rolls. Okay.
Wow. So Adichie takes out Riggs.
Unfortunately, I can't say I got first blood on Johnny Rambo. But maybe a bit splashed on Johnny Rambo's boots.
Ah.
Now, do you have to make a test? A nerve test?
Now I've got to make a nerve test.
Yeah,
and
it's a
he's within
minus
3
2.
inches
It's a
as well.
minus 2, yeah.
Oh dear.
And everybody, so within 9 inches you have to make one, so they both have to make one.
9.
That's all right.
Okay, so that's okay because it's only Johnny Roman needs to make the test because he's the only one who's within line of sight.
Oh, you
of
have
it.
to be able to see them.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And his cool is 5+. So even with the +2,
yeah.
7+ are needed. So he's okay
So
for the moment.
Pretty cool, Johnny Red.
And then you've just got your boss lady left.
Wasn't the other guy standing next to him? Was he not in line as well? Because he's
He's
facing.
in combat, I think.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Oh my God! Something really bad's happened over there.
My face!
Okay, and then for my final activation, I'm going to move Mags Atwood, and she's going to move to here. That's my person. She's going to fire over the top of my person.
Risky.
Yeah. And she's going to try and shoot you with the combi weapon, her bolt gun element of her combi weapon. I think, well, she could use the needle rifle, but the bolt gun is rapid fire.
There's another good point to using the bolt gun then.
I'm going to use the bolt gun.
Okay.
It's short range, I think. It might just be long. It's 9 inches. No, the bolt gun's 12 inches, so it's definitely short range.
Ow.
It's short range. It's +1 to hit, so it's 2s to hit.
Ow. Oh. Only one hit,
Only one
thankfully.
hit, 3. So strength 4, toughness 4.
There they are.
No.
Shrugs off. But he was hit, so he is.
Yes.
He's automatically pinned.
Pinned.
Now he's got Nerves of Steel, which is his skill. When a fighter is hit by a ranged attack, make a cool check for them. And if it's passed, they may choose not to be pinned.
Oh.
So I'm going to make a cool check for him.
Cool check.
Cool check, Luke. 9 passed.
9. Nicely done.
So he is not pinned.
Not pinned.
Not pinned. And that's the end of the second round. So we're into the end phase. Bottle tests must be made because we both have a seriously injured fighter. So
Yours is more seriously injured than mine because yours is
much
dead.
more seriously injured.
Oh dear. Is that a fail?
You only roll 1 dice.
Oh, okay. Is it a fail anyway, or should I roll 1 dice?
Just roll 1 dice.
What do I have to get under then? Is it? Oh, I have to add it to the.
You add it to your. If you get higher than your starting gang number, so you only fail if you get 6.
Okay, so I wouldn't have failed with that 1 and 2, but I'll roll it again anyway, and get 1.
Ah. So you passed. Okay, and then you've got to make a recovery test for each seriously injured fighter on the battlefield.
And that is the skull dice, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, just a
flesh wound.
Merely a flesh wound. So she's just got a flesh wound now.
Okay.
So the recovery tests are new rally tests to make because you've got nobody broken or anything like that. So then it moves on to me, and I also need to make a bottle test.
Bottle test, riding through the
I'm
glen.
okay. I'd be a bit dull if I'd failed that one. No, we don't like this. We're all going back home to be seamstresses. So that's it. That's the end of the round. It's on to the third round.
Ooh.
So you had priority again, so it's time to roll for the third time.
Didn't you go first last time? No, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, I managed to snatch
You get-
defeat
yeah,
from
yeah.
the jaws of victory.
5.
5. Oh, I need a 5 or a 6.
Oh, he's got a 5. Ooh.
Okay, I will go first. Well, I don't have a choice. I have to go first.
I don't want to.
Don't want to, but I'm going to. So I'm going to activate Johnny Ram, and he's going to also activate Major Scott. Great Scott! I'm going to start with Johnny Ram, though. He's going to take an aim and a shot at your leader. Oh, Mags there. He's going to get shot at with a crack grenade.
Oh.
Awesome. He's
Blam!
Shoot forwards. We talked about this. Forwards. No.
I don't know why you play games with dice. I just why do you do it?
Mostly for this bit.
I'm going to come round to your house and I'm going to throw some dice and I'm just going to miss and they're going to go home.
Cackle like an idiot. That's pretty much how I do. That's just how I do. Okay, so Major Scott's going to show us how it's done this time. So he's only got 2 attacks this time with his renderizer.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Oh. That is 2 hits because he's got a weapon skill 3+. Now his strength is 4.
Here comes the Here comes the double 1.
Yeah. Oh, only 1 though. So that is a wound, and it is 2 damage this time.
2 damage. So you roll 2 dice.
I do. I roll 2 dice because it is a -1 on the AP.
Okay. 'Tis just a flesh wound.
2 flesh wounds.
I'm quite lucky. She got a strength of 1 or something.
Yeah. But I do have the pulverizer.
Oh, that's right.
This
Yeah,
one.
you can upgrade.
After making an injury roll for an attack made by this weapon, the attacking player can roll a d6, and if the result is equal to or higher than the target's toughness,
which is
I'm
1.
not sure I can then they change 1 injury dice from a flesh wound to a serious injury.
Okay.
So she's got 1 flesh wound and 1 serious injury instead.
Okay. Is it after the flesh wounds are added?
Yes. So after making an injury roll,
Okay.
so one of those flesh wounds becomes a serious injury instead.
Well, what I mean is it after, because the flesh wounds will take her.
Oh yes, it's
So
good.
I think
I
you
will
actually
roll. Yes.
yeah.
5, yes.
So
So
she
it
is
was
now
enough.
seriously injured, which means she can't fight you back, I assume.
She
unless
cannot.
Snaps, hits you with a snapped end of her bones.
She cannot. That is
Okay.
correct. But I can't coup de grace you or anything like that because I use my double action off making an attack.
Ah, okay.
I believe.
Now,
As a fight's a basic action, I can then use his second action to coup de grace you. So
Okay.
I do take her out.
oh, that's nice. Where are they going to go?
They're going to go for a nice
They're
little
going to go
meal.
to the Sump
Yeah.
Sump restaurant.
Yeah.
Some city restaurant. Sorry.
So Bechdel is out. Major Scott has taken her out of action.
We're out for dinner.
But you're not within 3 inches of me just, so you don't have to take a nerve test irritatingly.
So Bechdel is out. Right.
So now it's over to you.
So I think I'm going to activate old Dawson over here.
Oh dear.
And she's just going to move round to here.
Just a little bit. Just enough
Just to do that, yeah.
just to thwomp them both.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. Dawson, that's all she's got anyway. So I'm going to have to
can't
do
do anything
that. I
else.
can't do anything else. That is literally all she has. So it's a gas weapon. 3, no, it automatically hits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So ammo roll.
Nope.
Oh, you're okay on that one. So who are you going to go for? Major Scott
I'll
first?
go, yeah, he's the closest, isn't he? So I'll go Major Scott first.
And they're both toughness 4, so...
Okay.
Oh
5.
dear, so injury roll for...
Injury roll for Major Scott.
This is ground control.
Oh, just a flesh wound. So he's not even pinned or anything, is he?
Yeah, so he is just fleshed wounded, so
Okay.
he's still up at the minute, but he's now strength toughness 3, which makes him a bit more...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got to...
And then Johnny Ram.
No.
Johnny Ram is okay. Well, it's obviously it's back to me now, isn't it? So, all right, I'm going to activate my big boss man over here, and he's
Okay.
going to activate both of my 2 over here. So, for starters, I'm going to aim and shoot
Okay.
at the gas trap over there. See if I can set it off. So that is Burton. So he has a ballistic skill of 4+ normally. So he's going to aim to make that 3+.
3+.
Oh, hits it. That doesn't necessarily set it off. We
okay.
need to roll now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
6. That sets it off. So that's it. It goes off. It blows up, but that's it.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to move the other 2 up. Both going to do a double move. So Dutch is just going to move up towards that corner. And then Ripley's just going to follow up as close as they can behind. And that's
Is that about right?
that's about right, I think. So that's my turn done.
Okay.
So over to you.
So, to avoid any unpleasantness with stray shots, even though Atwood is a crack shot and she's going to aim, she's 2+. I think I am going to stand Wollstonecraft up. Although she's going to be in the way of Adichie if she's not careful. But she's just going to move out of the way over here. Should be out of the way there.
I think so. I think you're fine there because it's an inch corridor, and you can pretty much draw from your base to mine, and she's not in that round, so you'll be fine there.
Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then Atwood is going to shoot. So it's the combi boiler. I'm going to use the bolt gun again.
I'm just going to aim and
Combi
shoot.
boiler.
Combi boiler. Oh my god, they've got combi boilers.
We could do the combi boiler in here. It's freezing. Right. I'm going to use the combi weapon rather than the combi boiler. Well, combi boiler though could be the silent killer because if it's gone wrong, that's the gas attack. We're just going to leave this here, and the carbon monoxide will slowly get the slowly get the Goliath. It's just like we'll fall asleep. Right. Okay. So she is 2+ because she's going to aim first.
Ouch.
And it's short range, just +1 anyway.
And it's rapid fire as well.
It is rapid fire. Rapid fire 1.
Bop, bop.
Oh,
just-
it did hit, but again only one hit. So
Okay.
strength 4. So I'm going to roll to wound you.
Woundage.
I don't wound you.
She's not firing bolt gun shells, she's firing corks.
Yeah.
Just giant spud gun that she's got. Punk, punk, punk. But they did hit him, so he's pinned, but I can use my nerves of steel. My muscles are like a nerve of steel.
Yeah,
and he's absolutely fine. Just standing there while bolt gun shells ricochet off his face.
Yeah.
Well, he is Rambo.
Next, so she's activated. Next activation, I'm going to activate Adichie.
Yep.
Adichie is going to move up to Awesomenecraft. Shoot again at Johnny Ram.
Okay, so no aiming this time.
No aiming, so it's 3+. She's going to use her plasma pistol. I think I'm still only going to use it on low power.
What's the short range to hit modifier?
6, so it's +1.
Okay.
So it's 2+.
2+ to hit.
One hit, but only one hit anyway. But no, so I hit you, and it's strength 5. That's 3s.
3s to wound.
Oh yes.
How much damage?
2.
2. Okay, so he loses all his wounds.
It's -1 AP.
Oh yeah, I might be able to save. That's a good point. So it's 6s to save. No. So it's 2 wounds. So he loses all of his wounds, and you make an injury roll. But I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play Unstoppable Behemoth. Play this card after an attack is made, before the injury roll is made. The attack has no further effect, and no injury roll is made. In addition, if they're pinned, they stand up. So he just shrugs off your bolt rounds and your plasma gun shots to the face.
Wow. But he's got no wounds left now.
He's got no wounds left now.
Okay.
So he's much more of a problem. Much more of a pickle.
Right, so I am then, with my final activation, going to smooth Sadawi, which is going to go like that.
You stand at the back and get attacked.
Get ready for the onslaught.
Looking that way. It's looking that way, I'm not going to lie. So that's the end of that round again, and we've got to make bottle tests again. So, in fact, you don't, because you have all 6 of your fighters. No, you don't. Oh, you have got one dead. Yeah, I did take one out, I forgot. 5, yeah, okay. As long as it's greater than. And then you haven't got any recovery tests to make already.
No, because I'm dead.
Yep, and same for me, so.
We're dead.
Oh, both of them pretty close to the edge, but not. So we're both okay at the moment.
Yep.
Righty, so there we go. It's time to roll for initiative on the next round.
It's quite a crucial roll, I think.
I think things could get a bit brutal.
You want to go first? Because you had initiative. You have to get it in the dice tower, otherwise it doesn't work.
Oh, 3. You've got a 2/3 chance of getting this one.
5. Oh, I think I have to try and flame you again. Or maybe I should plasma Johnny Ram. I think I'm gonna. Oh, it's difficult, isn't it?
See if you flame her.
And I miss because it's not actually that. It's done nothing so far.
The problem you've got with the gas attack is, if you hit Johnny Ram, you don't take a wound off him. You just roll the injury dice.
Right.
So the injury dice is like a 50% chance of just doing a flesh wound, which isn't actually going to take him out. In fact, actually, that's wrong. The injury dice has a half chance of causing a serious injury.
Right.
2 chances of flesh wound and 1 chance of death.
It's probably better to do these 2 though. Okay, I'm going to activate Dawson. I think it's a bit of Hobson's choice. If I'm going to activate Dawson, I'm going to hope I get some good dice rolls. So again, she's going to try and flame the gas them both. It's not a flamer, even though it looks like a lot like a flamer.
It does look very much like a flamer, but flamers in this game are brutal.
Okay, so it's a Nightshade Chem Thrower. As again, so basically it automatically hits, and I have to roll.
So you need to make an ammo check roll to start with.
Yes.
You're okay.
Okay.
So rolling for Major Scott first.
So I only need a.
He does have a flesh wound already, so it's a 3 or more.
Oh, it was a 4, but out of the tray. A 3.
So he does take another injury. So roll that injury dice. Oh, seriously injured.
Seriously injured.
That's what you wanted.
The tough one.
Now Johnny Ram.
It's a 6.
He is injured. What is that injury roll? Oh, seriously injured them both. Before you, I don't like this. It's rubbish. Oh, just seriously injured them. Maybe it's not that bad then. Okay, so over to me. I am going to play a card.
Ooh.
I'm going to make a charge with my big boss man, and he's going to activate Ripley as well. But I'm going to activate the big boss man first. I'm going to play my card, which is Brutal Charge. For the duration of the action, the fighter's movement is increased by 2 inches, and their attack characteristic is increased by 1. In addition, any attacks they make gains the knockback trait.
Oh.
So he's going to try and sprint around that corner with his movement of 6 plus a D3 and go for Sadari.
It's funny, this game. I know that why you can't do it, but could you imagine in Sadari's position? You'd just run away.
Just hears this.
Because you're quite a long way away. You're coming round the corner. I'm just going to run away.
Maybe he's really quiet. I'm really angry. Oh, I wonder what that is.
Come on then.
Right, here we go. So D3. I do need a good number, 2. So I've got a movement of 8. I think I can reach you with 8.
No, I don't think so. You've got to go this way from around there. Okay, Sadari.
Chomp, 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 chomp. I will smash your face in. Now, we did forget before that you can use your pistols in combat. So he has a plasma pistol as well.
Ooh,
so he has.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be fine. No, he has 3 attacks normally.
Right.
I do need 2 of your dice though, because he's charging. In fact, I need all of your dice. Stupidly. He has 3 attacks normally.
Okay.
I get an extra 1 for the brutal charge. I get 1 because he's got 2 close combat weapons. One of them is unwieldy normally, but he has bulging biceps, which basically means it doesn't count as being unwieldy at all.
Okay.
And he is charging, so that gives him 6 dice in total, which is silliness. Now, I do have to use 1 on the plasma pistol, and the rest will go on the 2-handed hammer. So I'll do the plasma pistol first. He's just going to shoot at you low power. It's a hit. And then roll a wound. No wounds. Just shrugs it off. Plasma. Don't care about your plasma.
She's burnt herself most days.
Yeah. Now it's time for the 2-handed hammer, which is not 2-handed anymore, but it's still a 2-handed hammer.
Okay.
So this is
many dice.
So it's 3s to hit.
With your dice, very good charge, you won't do any damage.
Yeah, that's true. Now he is strength 4 normally, plus 1 because of the weapon. 3. So it's 3s to wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
No armour penetration though.
Okay, I think I've got flak armour, so
that's 2 of them.
Let me just double check she has. I think they've all got flak armour. Yes, they have. Okay, so double 6. Ooh! So 1 wound.
Yeah, that's 3 damage though.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah.
So let's roll them injury dice. And dead, strangely, taken out of action. So Sadari was minced by
So
Dutch.
she's within 3 inches, so I do have to make a...
Oh yes, Atwood does have to make a cool test.
Okay, so that's over a coolness?
Yep. 8.
8, that's passed.
She's fine. She's fine.
Fine.
And now I've got to move on to Ripley. And I'll just move Ripley around the corner.
To me.
Yeah. And Ripley's just going to move around there like that. And it's back to you.
Okay, well I think I'm going to activate Atwood, and she's going to hit you in the face with the whip.
Ow.
I don't know whether that's the right thing to do, but I'm going to do it because I've got a shock whip.
Yeah, I mean you can use it at range. You don't have to actually be.
No, it's got a range. In fact, it's better at range because you get -1
Oh.
At short range. So it's 3 plus, and I've got 3 attacks.
Ouchie. Oh, 2 hits.
2 hits. So it's strength +1, so it's strength 4.
And I'm toughness 4. The wound roll 4 plus.
Ooh, 2. Minus. No minus to AP.
No minuses. I do have furnace plate, so it's a 5-up save. No.
Snake eyes. It's damage 1.
Well, that is enough. So that he does lose his 2 wounds, so now you make an injury roll on that second one because it's just damage 1. Oh, he's seriously injured.
That's teacher.
That's
That'll learn you.
That's quite a large problem because you've still got. I mean, she's activated.
Yeah.
You've got 2 people left,
Yeah.
both within charge range of 2 seriously injured fighters.
Oh yeah. It's a good job you know the rules. In fact, she's only taken a basic action, hasn't she? But
Yes, but you're not close enough to coup de grace.
You have to be close. You have to be within. Yeah.
But both of these could individually charge one of those and coup de grace one apiece.
Well, I think that's what they might do.
Ow. But that is your first activation. Are you also going to activate Adichie as well?
If she's within 3,
Yeah.
then
she
I
is.
will.
Okay.
Okay, and then she will just move down here and charge, and she can move anyway because it's D6.
She's got plenty of room, yeah, because it's a movement plus D3.
Yeah, and she'll coup de grace Johnny Ram.
Poor old Johnny Ram. So Johnny Ram's been taken out by Adichie.
Mm-hmm.
Then it comes around to me.
Yeah.
Not really masses that I can do right now. I'm just going to crawl this way a little bit with him.
Okay.
Please don't smash me in the face. And then you're back to you.
Wollstonecraft is going to do the same down here. She's going to charge and coup de grace.
Oh, horse and cart's just taking out Dutch. That's not good. And it's back to me again, and I'm just going to move
Burton away. Just run away!
Burton's not got the brain cells for that. George! So he's just going to move up, and that's the end of that round. That was a little bit more brutal.
Oh, so we've both got to make. I've lost 2 now, and you've lost 3.
Yep. Now you have to roll first, because you have initiative.
1.
I think you're okay. And you have no seriously injured, so no recoveries are required.
So you've got
3, 4. Wow. A minute ago, when not much had happened, everyone was really, I don't really know what's going on here. And now people are dropping left, right, centre, like, no, I'm loving it! I remember now. This is great. So I'm going to attempt to make a recovery roll here for Major Scott. His recovery roll is just a flesh wound. So he turns back over. But he does have another flesh wound to his name, so that's 2 flesh wounds on him now.
Ooh.
Strength and toughness are 2. Not good.
No, not when you've got somebody just flaming you.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's it, end of their round, and it's time to go on to the next round.
I feel like I'm really winning, but
I think you are.
But I'm only one model difference. I guess I've still got 3 champions left.
You've got 2 champions and a leader left, and I've just got my champion's flat on his back, so not so much chance right now. Okay, time to roll then. I'll roll first. 2. Oh dear. Now you had initiative, didn't you?
I did.
You want a 3 or more? Oh dear. Right. What are you going to do?
I don't know. So having a look at it, I think Major Scott, I don't think you're going to do anything too horrible to me with the 2 people over there. So I'm going to activate Mags Atwood, and then she'll activate Wollstonecraft. And Mags Atwood is going to aim at Ripley.
Poor Rips.
With her bolt gun.
R.I.P. Lee.
Putting the RIP in Ripley.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll see. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, I mean your 2s to hit. I mean your chances are so terrible.
Oh, so hits 2 hits as well.
Yeah, 2 shots, 2
So
hits.
it's strength 4.
Toughness 4.
Okay. I think I've had the lion's share of the luck today again. One hit.
Wound.
So it's minus. Yes, minus 1.
And I've got a 6.
Oh!
However, I do get pinned.
Okay.
So he is pinned.
Yeah.
He can get up in a moment though. But now it's over to
Wollstonecraft. She's actually going to move just in front of Atwood there.
Yep.
To kind of give us some cover.
And then
shoot at
poor Rips.
Rips again. Does he get -1? Is it -1 when he's down?
No, only when it's long range.
Ah, okay. So I'm going to shoot at Ripley, and it's Wollstonecraft. She is 4+, and it's short range is +1, so it's 3+. 5.
That's it.
It's only strength 3 though. Oh, I didn't roll down roll.
You're okay.
He's rapid fire.
Oh.
So that's 2 hits. Strength 3, so
That's
it's tough 5 to wound. Oh, there is a 6. So so no AP. Oh, it's charmed. Charmed.
That was lucky.
He's like, leave me alone. I hope you've got a ricochet sound on on our video. Right. Okay. So that's
you done.
That's that activation done.
Okay, so I'm going to activate Burton over there. He's just going to come around the corner, just past Ripley, and then take a pot shot at Olsencraft.
Horse and cart. Right. Okay. Got me
No, you're doing
got
it.
me doing it. Okay. Go on then.
He's got a stub cannon, which sounds jolly nice.
Can I say that doesn't sound good?
It's a 4+ though, so he misses. There we go. That was it.
Hello.
Hello.
Bye. Right. I'm going to activate Dawson over there.
Yep.
And she's going to fire at Major Scott again. I just need 2 or more, is it?
He's got a strength and toughness of 2 at the moment because he's got 2 flesh wounds.
5.
Ouch. Now you roll the injury roll.
That's another flesh wound.
He's down to 1 on both. I'm going to use his on my activation. Oh, you can move her now, sorry.
I can move her.
Or do something else with it if you want.
I just try to think tactically. I don't really want you to run off because I want to be able to get. I want to be able to shoot you with a Dici. So she's going to come round to here. Just hide behind there.
Oh. I'm going to then stand up Ripley over there for my activation, and he's going to take a pot shot at Horse and Cart as well. 4+.
Wow. Oh, it's hit.
That's a hit. So he's pinned. Now this has knockback as well, but there's nothing behind you, so you would get knocked. You do get knocked back an inch, but that's the top and bottom on it, really. It's strength 5 though.
Ooh.
Does wound.
Yeah.
There is no AP.
Nope.
No. So I'll make a wound roll and I'll roll my ammo check dice because I
yeah.
forgot to do that. A flesh wound for you. And no ammo check required for
Flesh
me.
wound, so that's a flesh wound for
Wolfencraft.
Wolfencraft.
And it's back to you.
Yeah. So Adichie is going to come round here.
I'm gonna hunt the rabbit
and just shoot you.
Ow. Okie doke.
Because you've only got toughness of 1, haven't you?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the low strength, so it's +2 to hit, so it's 2s to hit. Oh, I have to make an ammo check though.
You have to make an ammo check.
Probably the end of that. I did hit. That's probably the end of that weapon.
So what is it?
It's sidearm, but it's scarce. Sidearm, it's scarce. Oh,
you're
6,
okay.
5+ it was.
Okay, so now you've got to roll a wound.
It's
Roll a
1
hit.
It's
2s to wound.
2s to wound.
Because my toughness is 1.
Don't get 1.
Oh.
5. Damage 2.
Actually, so I need to roll for save.
That's -1 AP.
Definitely failed it. So it's damage. So he actually hasn't taken any wounds. So he's taken 2 wounds now.
Okay, so I only roll 1 dice.
So you only roll 1, yes.
But if I get anything on the dice, he's dead, isn't he?
Pretty much.
Because oh no, a serious injury wouldn't kill him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a serious injury.
It won't kill him immediately, but it will kill him shortly. Although on my activation, I'm going to use his Stim Slug stash.
Okay, what does that do?
Which takes away 1 of his flesh wounds.
Okay.
So he's back up to a strength and toughness of 2.
Okay.
So he can recover at the end of this round, although even when he recovers, he's still laying there. For them to just sit there shooting him more, assuming he actually recovers. Give up, man! Just give up!
Surely one of us is going to break.
You'd think so, wouldn't you, at this point? So you have priority against you. You do have to roll first. You've got, what is it, 2 people out?
I have 2 down, but I have 1 serious injury.
No, she's only flesh wounded, isn't she?
Yes, no, she's only flesh wounded. You're right. She keeps rolling over. She's top heavy. She's like a weeble.
So you've only got 2 people down or out of action.
1 again.
1.
Wow,
They don't
that's
care.
so cool. These Escher girls.
You've got no serious injuries to roll recovery for.
No.
So it's over to me. I've got 3 down at the minute and 1 seriously injured. 6.
Oh.
They've decided maybe it's a good idea to GTFO. So they have bottled and they will start to flee at the start of the the next activation phase. And I've got a roll of recovery for my champignon. No, he's still seriously injured as well.
Okay.
I'll just try the other leg snap. Ow!
He's going down next time.
So I think at that point, because I have bottled, I am going to leg it. I'm just going to get out of dodge at that point, and everyone's going to run away. And yeah, the dome is yours. So.
Alright, well, I'll keep the dome.
Good, I'm glad. So I've had 3 taken out, and you've had 2 taken out this time round. And I have 1 serious injury, which we'll have to roll for afterwards. Major Scott needs to be rolled for to see if he succumbs to his injuries as well.
Okay.
There we go. The battle is yours.
Oh, thank you very much.
That gas weapon can be really,
Swingy.
really good, really bad.
Well, the first 2 times I used it, it didn't do anything.
Yeah. And then you seriously injured them both in one go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Which I suppose the odds of that over the 3 attacks is probably about right.
Yes, possibly, yeah. Because the chances of getting a serious injury on one of these dice is actually half.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 chances of a flesh wound, 1 chance of being out of action.
And I think against you guys, there's a 50% chance of it working.
Yeah.
So each time I ought to have injured one of them, and each time, so a quarter of the time I should have seriously injured somebody.
Yeah.
So a quarter of the time I should have wounded somebody, and a quarter of the time it should have been sort of. Odds, words,
stupid odds.
Words.
Well, a quarter of the time someone should have been seriously injured,
yes.
But you weren't hitting 2 people each time.
No, the first time was only 1 person.
Yeah.
I think that after that it was 2.
But Major Scott, I think he took about 3 lots of gas.
And it doesn't pin people, so that's
the tricky part.
It's kind of like actually it isn't that great if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
I imagine against against a lower toughness gang, it would be very bad, because as soon as I managed to do some damage on you and your toughness had gone down, then I was easy. I hit you more regularly. And it kind of just makes it.
Which kind of makes sense as the gas builds up, you're just slowly choking and falling over.
That really helped.
Yeah. I think if my first round of attacks with Major Scott had been less appalling, and I did forget to use his dim slug stash, I don't know if that would.
Well, I don't know if you'd have used it straight away, because your first round of attacks were against one of my plebs.
Yeah.
So you probably would have thought, I'm going to mince through her, but you just rolled terribly.
Just rolled nothing, didn't hit or anything at all. I mean, he took her out the next round.
Yeah.
But he should have taken her out that first charge, it kind of feels like, and then been
Well,
available.
Did she manage to do the first flesh wound? She must have done, because the gas attack doesn't do anything. Oh no, the gas attack was probably the gas attack. Yeah. So no, sorry, ignore me.
So had he completely not fluffed his lines on that first attack, he would have been open and ready to then charge her the next round, and possibly opened her up like a can of worms at the same time.
Yeah.
So that really was the swing. Yeah. And
because she's literally got nothing. I mean, Adichie actually can hit you. She's got backstab and a power knife and step aside, so she could dodge. But she is literally just that big can of gas.
She has step aside, doesn't she?
Adichie has step aside.
So she's got
Dawson's got spring up.
Oh, Dawson's got spring up. Okay, so it's like if she does get knocked down, then she's got some chance.
So Adichie's actually a bit of a beast in combat, because the plasma pistols fire in combat, don't they?
Yeah,
and she's got a knife, which is not a power knife, which isn't bad. And
backstab's only good if you're attacking from behind, but
she's also got step aside, which means every time you attack, I have to make an initiative test. Did you say to avoid the attack?
Yeah, every time somebody attacks you, you can dodge one of the attacks that they make.
Yeah, and it's 2+ for initiative, so it's pretty. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I can't remember if it's initiative or one of the others, but even if it's one of the others, you've still got pretty good stats on across the board for those ones. So the chances of passing it are quite high. Her whip was quite funky. Atwood's whip was quite cool.
Yeah, again, I think I got a roughly average attack there, but I managed to get a serious injury, and with other people around, that was all it needed.
Yeah, because then you could charge in and coup de grace and take them out.
Which kind of, again, because we're sort of learning the game, it stresses the importance of actually having other fighters around you. Yeah. Firstly, for cover, like Watercraft there, and then secondly for running in and just
to send someone in and take someone out after you've taken them down.
Yeah.
And conversely, if you are taken down, having someone nearby so someone can't just come up and coup de grace you when there's other people nearby.
I was quite lucky that that happened at the time where there were people with activations left as well. That kind of, if the activation order had been slightly different and I didn't have anybody left, then you could have bounced back up again.
Yeah. I think the gas weapon also made short work of my Nerves of Steel guys, because they both have Nerves of Steel, which means, he was standing there getting peppered with bolt gun rounds and he wasn't going down at all. But the gas just took him straight down with that serious injury, and that just highlights just how much gas can be good, assuming you can get those rolls off.
Yes. Yeah.
That was another game where I don't really know if we did it right, and I'm sure everyone will point out the mistakes we made in the rules below, but at the same time, I just really enjoyed that. It's
really
good
fun. It is fun. I no real clue how I won or what I'm doing, but yeah, I think I got a bit lucky that I managed to take these 3 fighters out for a reasonably long time.
Yeah, I wonder if I should have run them round that way, but I figured, I didn't know you had the gas weapon, obviously, so I kind of assumed someone was going to come around that way to hold off that flank, but then you placed that gas weapon, just ran away from me, so enabled you to take out the other ones sort of a bit more piecemeal. I don't know if it was just because of the layout of the board, because we've got that massive corridor up the middle there, maybe that was part of it, but at the same time, I guess if we had a different objective, or we had a mission where there were objectives scattered around or something, it would have made the game completely different.
Yeah, I don't know. I put 4 together in the hope that I would outflank you. I was expecting everybody pretty much. When I did that, I was expecting everybody to come this way. But of course, if you managed to get round and outflank me, then it would have been, I'd have been caught between
rock and a hard place.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah,
possibly I should have shut the door and just fallen back a bit and waited for my other guys to catch up.
That's a really tough call, that is, because I had that real problem at the beginning of the game. I was just like, well, I don't really know. Should I go and open the door? Should I not open the door?
Yeah.
And that is where the activation and the order is really important, because I was in the position where if I opened the door, I couldn't. Then whoever opened the door, basically just standing there for you to shoot them.
Yeah. But also, I struggle in Underworlds as well, and in Necromunda, where if it's a really tactical thing to do, it's probably a little dull, and I hate playing dull games.
I do know what you mean. Yeah,
I could stand here for another 2 turns and wait until I've manoeuvred this person, but that's dull, and I'm going to open this door and charge through, firing in the air.
There is definitely in Necromunda as well. It's definitely. I feel like these guys aren't the most tactically savvy people. It's like it's harsh and brutal, and it's just like kill or be killed as fast as possible. There's none of this falling back and hiding and just get out there, and especially the Goliath.
Exactly, and when you've got like all these walls in the way and you can't see the other people, you don't know where they are or how they're doing. So you've just got to do what you would do at that time, and I feel that's what they would do.
Years ago, really like 30 years ago, I'm talking, we used to try and play games like this, but we used to cover the board when it was the other person's turn, so they couldn't see where the models were. It was quite interesting. So you didn't,
like a fog of war.
So you didn't know where. If you didn't have a fighter that could see that area of the board, you couldn't see that area of the board. It was a bit of a nightmare to do.
You almost need like a third party to adjudicate, and then use like tokens that you would turn over to signify which fight is which and stuff like that.
The Necromunda rules do have suggest an arbitrator, don't they? But I don't think that's actually. I don't know whether that's during each game.
No, I don't think that's for the games themselves, but that's for like the.
But it will be fun. It will be fun to do something like that.
Yeah, because you have that kind of thing. I think some of the other missions you get sentries and they get placed in certain spots, but there's a chance that your opponent might get to activate them. So obviously your opponent might be able to activate them, and then they would just walk them off in completely opposite direction, because obviously they're a sentry, they don't know someone's coming, so they would just be patrolling around, that kind of thing. So I quite like that.
But I'm hoping to bring more games to the channel for this. I'm really enjoying it. We always have these amazing plans. I'd love to get more gangs. We've got. I know we've already played one game with each gang so far, but I'd love the models for the. I can't remember what they're called, the policeman guys.
Oh, the Van Sar or the...
No, the enforcers. Palatines, are they?
Palatine enforcers.
Yeah, I like those.
I really like the Orlocks.
The Orlocks, I do quite like the Van Sar. They're pretty cool. And I'd play any of them really, and I really, really, really would love a lovely thematic Gene Stealer cult army, but that's a lot of work.
Oh yes,
that's a lot of work, and probably never going to happen.
I'd love a Chaos cult force. I wouldn't use the Chaos ones that are from the new box with the Palatine enforcers, because they're a bit blah, they don't have ranged weapons and that kind of stuff, but just a regular Chaos cultist force. Just would be awesome.
Trade to guard kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the good thing with the Chaos, with the Gene Stealer cult, is you can buy like a box like one box of the Genestealer Occult ones, and that pretty much gives you, because they're so multi-part, those ones, you could literally make.
I have actually got a box of them because I bought a box of Neophytes to get cannibalize the weapons for the Dalak.
Oh, for Dalak, okay.
Yeah.
You've got a whole box just for a couple of weapons.
Well, it suggested in Goonhammer that it was the best box to buy to do things if you've been playing Dalak, because it had lots of different weapons in it.
All right.
And I think, like you say, I think I used 2. But maybe going down the line, maybe I can add. If I add extra Dalak, maybe I can use it. But I've got a few Dalak pieces because I bought an extra Dalak box as well.
Yes, and we've got a few other models from Forge World as well and stuff like that. And that's the other thing. I mean, our gangs at the minute have 8 models in, so we've still got a couple of fights to pick up before we even start thinking about we need to buy another box.
I'm going to get my head around that. We kind of worked out what credits and things the Dalak and the Cawdor got, but I haven't worked out what that means in terms of recruitment and whether I could buy new weapons and things.
But then half the time it's like, do I want to buy a new body or do I just want to buy a new weapon?
Yeah.
And my Cawdor didn't do great out of that, so I think I have to go for. I might be able to get an extra body in there.
Right.
So I have to see how that goes, basically. And so there's all of that side of things to juggle as well, which is it's part of the fun of it. That's what keeps it more real, as opposed to Underworlds, which is just one of the games, no link at all. So. Yeah. So hopefully everyone enjoyed watching that one. I think it's one of our shorter Necromunda games. It was a smaller board, a smaller model count, so I think it took us a little less time to play.
I quite like the smaller board actually, I have to say. I like quick games.
Yeah, it's less manoeuvring around low place, get into the action quick and just get
it would have been over a lot quicker though if one of us had failed a bottle test earlier. Our bottle tests were pretty amazing rolls.
They weren't bad, yeah. I think near the middle when bodies started falling we both rolled 1, I think, so that really helped. And you were quite worried about getting up close, but actually you did absolutely fine once you got up close as well, so that wasn't really a problem.
The girls performed better than I anticipated.
They did.
I think it's just the models for the Goliath just look so brutal.
They're massive.
And you just think, well, if I get into combat with you, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
Because my girls must be so much more brittle. But actually, I forget how
terrible my dice are.
Well, yeah, there's that. But I forget that actually you can do quite a nasty hit.
Yeah.
And then it just be a flesh wound, or maybe even 2 flesh wounds. And actually, from a shooting perspective, which these guys do, the Escher do, having flesh wounds doesn't really make any difference, because you can have 2, you can be half toughness 1, but if you're firing an auto gun, apparently it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. You can just keep blasting away like that.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone enjoyed that one. We will obviously put the results for what the injuries were that people suffered in the credits after the game.
Absolutely.
And we shall see you soon, maybe in the Underhive or maybe in the Beast's Grave.